Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, and Jarom.
All right, hey there, everybody. Welcome to episode 35. We're remote now. Nolly and I are working from home.
We do what we want now.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. We're big time now.
Or whatever.
We're fancy.
Yeah, totally. So, as per usual, along with us is Poetzy, Nolly,
Hey.
and Jarom.
Hey.
Jarom was the whiz that put this whole thing together.
So if it sounds terrible, it's
I was about to say,
it's on him.
don't give me too much, because it's gonna probably end up sounding bad, and I don't want to be blamed for that.
Yep, that's what we're going for.
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing here.
That's why we're putting all the blame on you.
Just really making it well known that Jarom is responsible for all of this. If it was poorly, if not, it was all our idea.
As my one
I think
headphone goes out.
it was more me and your idea if it went well. Fuzz.
All right. Anyway.
Whatever. That's right. Nolly needs a win because he knows he's not going to get one in Game 7.
Oh.
Oh, but if I don't get a win in Game 7, my bracket will be broken. Oh.
My bracket is pretty spot on right now. Me and you, Jarom, killing it at the moment.
Yeah, and you just went against the Leafs, which would ruin your bracket.
It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it. I'm hilarious.
All right, well, we'll get into all of our standings and everything like that in a little bit. First things first, we want to go over a little bit of Hawks talk. Not necessarily Hawks, but White Sox affiliate. Rockford and the Wolves facing off against each other in the playoffs this year. Battle of what?
Illinois?
High 88, the Illinois lottery, right?
Yeah.
So, pretty cool so far. 2-0 in favor of Rockford, 2-0.
Yeah, best of 5 series, too.
I don't think most people saw that coming, seeing that the Wolves were the division champions. So.
And Rockford was the last place in their division or conference, maybe even.
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to double check it, but still, I don't think many people thought that Rockford was going to be up 2-0 after 2 games. Like we said in our last podcast, it's kind of a weird format. 5 games, but they go back and forth, home and road throughout the entire series.
Yeah, so Rockford stole game one on the road in Rosemont. You know, that long bus ride that they had. 2-1. And then winning game 2. Pretty big 5-2 win. So going back game 3, going for the sweep actually in Rosemont.
By the way, Noel, you're right. They were the last team in there for their division.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it would make sense if the Wolves are first.
Yeah. It's just, I was also looking at the season series. Well, not the season series. They played each other 12 times in the regular season.
12?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, holy shit. They really keep the games. Right. They keep the games within the same teams. The AHL's just weird like that.
They really are. They do every now and again. They have like those back games on like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sometimes, and I feel like that's just suicide for professional hockey players.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense a little bit though too, because they try to limit the travel because they're not getting the high end NHL travel, so I guess they're trying to save some of the wear and tear on the players.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
There's a little thing in here by the numbers just about the series so far, and one of the things says bacon bits.
What?
And that's hilarious.
Because it's on Rockford.
Yeah, it's the Ice Hogs. So they have the bacon bits, and that's fantastic.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, game 3 on Thursday, 7 p.m. in Rosemont.
Hopefully the Wolves can get a win, keep the series going, because it's always great watching these two teams play.
Yeah, make it interesting, you know?
It's definitely a battle of Illinois and whatever the hell highway you said it was. I can't even think of what it was anymore.
I think I said I-88.
Is that right, though? We don't know.
I think that goes down to Rockford. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
It's still a battle.
That was your guys' introduction to Maple.
Yeah, she's as much of an asshole as she sounded right there.
Making a presence now.
That's actually her being pissed at you, Poets, for talking about Game 7 like that.
Oh, yeah? Sorry, Nate.
Don't disrespect the name.
It wasn't anything you did. Oh, your dad.
Fuck is that?
So, yeah, that's...
Make it funny. Yeah. So it should be cool. I think they play again, you said on Thursday, right, Jarom?
Yeah, Thursday.
I mean, I said it, but whatever.
But I listened to Jarom first.
Yeah, we were talking before, too, so...
Yeah.
Before you could be
Thursday, and I think you can catch those on like channel 50 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like WCIU or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And the Chicago Wolves Facebook page actually live streams the audio.
What?
The Chicago Wolves Facebook page live streams the audio.
Oh, no
kidding!
Shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you can't watch it, toss on Facebook and listen to it.
Well, that's pretty neat. That's actually really cool. I didn't know that. Yeah. Do either or. It's actually definitely worth a watch. We were flipping through, I think it was game 1. We were flipping back and forth between the Jets and the Jets game and the Wolves game at Angie's mom's house. I think it was game 1. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But we were flipping back and forth, and it was a pretty good hockey game. So definitely worth a watch over there. All right. Let's jump into the main event. The playoff standings between the three of us. Nolly, you did pretty good, 6 out of 7, but Jarom and I are.
Yeah,
pending,
so far.
7 out of 7.
Pending 7 out of 8.
Yeah, when he was the only one not to believe in the Cinderella story that is the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he still thinks that the Kings are going to win that series.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Game 7 to come around.
Yeah. I went up to him the other day, and I was like, I listened to our podcast, and they were down 3-0 in the series, and you're like, yeah, I still think it's going to be LA.
Yeah, I still do. It's going to happen. One of these, they got to win one, right?
You know what? If they can come back from San Jose down 3-0, they could definitely beat Vegas.
Yeah,
they can come back
down 4-0.
Yeah, totally.
Technically, it's not
Absolutely.
over until that puck drops between them and San Jose. So
True.
A lot can happen.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Which one was the most surprising for you guys? Nolly, was it Vegas for you still, or no?
No.
Or is it the fact that the Maple Leafs actually forced Game 7 again?
No, I said that they were going to do that. I think the most surprising was San Jose sweeping Anaheim. I did not expect that at all. I definitely thought San Jose was going to win. I picked them, but did not think it would be so easily because Anaheim didn't even look like they showed up to the series.
They didn't even look like they wanted to be there half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple blowouts in the series, and just San Jose didn't work, like top to bottom. It was just all over, and there was no chance for Anaheim to even show up in the series.
Gibson wasn't all that great either for Anaheim, which was, I guess, unfortunate for them.
But at the same time, I thought, like going into the series, I didn't think Gibson was going to play, and then he ends up playing, and I was like, oh fuck, this might help them out a bit, but.
Do you think they should have?
Since they were saying Gibson hurt.
Do you think they should have went with Miller?
No.
No,
maybe not after like the first 2 games after the way Gibson was playing, but.
I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't necessarily making those big saves that you have to make in the playoffs that keep your team in it.
I mean,
on the other hand, Marty Jones was crushing it for San Jose.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. I mean, how many times did Anaheim outshoot the Sharks.
Yeah, and the Sharks still scored like 8 goals in a game.
I know. So
Anaheim only scored 4 goals the entire series. Like
what was your guys' surprise so far?
Honestly, that's a good one. It's probably the best one, but I think one that not enough people are talking about is the fact that the Avs actually needed a decent series against the Preds.
It's true.
I did not see that look in a couple.
Yeah, I don't remember what amount of games I had that Preds winning in.
I think we all said 5.
Watching the games, Colorado kind of scared a lot of people down in Nashville.
A little bit.
Pekka wasn't completely on, which kind of didn't help them. And the Hamburger Robin won. But yeah, I mean that is another good one. I think people aren't looking at it as much because they couldn't finish it out. But
how good was the Hamburger though in Game 5?
Oh yeah, stupid.
He was as good in Game 5 as he was bad in Game 6.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's a good comparison.
I like that. Speaking of Nashville, we just kind of glossed over this. Normally, you were in Nashville.
I was
this past weekend, and you strategically did not go down. You strategically went downtown on the one day you were down there that Nashville didn't have a game.
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Thanks. I planned it because I don't like crowds.
But you did end up running into 2 former coaches down there who were about 74 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, and one of them was interviewed on local news live, and it was hilarious. Rocking a Preds hat, saying some things maybe we wouldn't agree with about how everybody up north is rooting for the Preds, because I don't think that's 100% true. But made us look good, at least.
Yeah. So Billy Carr and Tommy Cordy are the 2 that we're talking about over there. Billy is the Army Maroon head coach, and Tommy used to be Billy's assistant for years.
Whoa. They were both head coaches.
Listen, in 1 year as Billy's assistant coach, Billy is the head coach.
Yeah,
no way
to you, he's the head coach.
That was super off topic. Sorry about that, everybody. Jarom, what was your most surprising series?
I kind of go through all the 2 that you guys said. Vegas.
Yeah, the original.
Well, no, also Vegas and LA. I'm just.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind that Vegas swept that series, although it was probably some of the best hockey in this first round. How close all the games were. It's amazing what they're doing out there. And maybe also Pittsburgh and Philly. I kind of was expecting a little bit more from Philly. Talk about beer league scores,
I didn't expect Philly to give up 4 in the third after being up 4-2 at one point.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I thought they were going to put up a little bit more of a fight.
Ultimate breakdown right there.
Oh my God.
That series didn't really surprise me too much. At the same time it did, but it didn't. Because I can expect Pittsburgh to just shit on Philly at any given time.
Yeah, that's true.
And kind of vice versa, where Philly just gets in Pittsburgh's head and just can dominate them. And
I'm trying.
It wasn't a great series, like you said. It was just a beer league tournament, pretty much, just where we could score the most goals. So I mean, that's what the NHL wants in a way, but fuck it, no.
Yeah,
here's the thing that
the Kings Vegas series I thought was way better. There's probably the least amount of goals in the series.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was probably Jarom said, it was probably the closest series that there's been this year, and it was done in 4 games.
Yeah, exactly. Each game was just could have gone either way, and then also I mean, I don't know how much of a game changer it is, but Doughty gets suspended 1 game. Still don't agree with that, but only 1 game. He was there for 3 out of the 4, and they were winning in those 3. So.
And then going back to
so here's the
Pittsburgh,
thing about
Philly,
that
real quick.
Pittsburgh and Philly series. Let me cut you off for a second because this
Okay.
is really bugging me.
It's like a bugaboo.
Sure. So the thing that really pisses me off about this Pittsburgh-Philadelphia series is the fact that they, first of all, started Brian Elliott, who was only good for one game before they were like, you know what, we probably shouldn't go with him. But then they went with Michael Neuvirth, who hadn't played in a game since like March the 3rd or something like that. Well, meanwhile, Peter Mrazek is sitting over in the corner with a thumb up his ass, wondering what he's doing in Philadelphia, why they even brought him over.
They brought him over because both those guys were hurt, and they needed a goalie to make a run to the playoffs. But if they use him for the run to clinch a playoff spot, why not keep running with him?
That is exactly my point.
No, I agree with you, but it's not the reason he was brought in. But also after game 1, how do you feel about the Elliott? But then again, it ended up working. But
just by pure luck.
Well, it worked.
Whatever. I said my piece about it. I thought that was stupid and Philly deserved to lose.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think we all can agree with that.
Yeah. Jarom, what were you going to say?
My random stat, I'm trying to find where I saw it, but every single game that Pittsburgh played in Philadelphia this year, they scored at least 5 goals.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, which is just insane. But I mean, just going back to surprises, just the whole series. I mean, not surprising for Crosby to put up as many points as he did, but yeah, Jake Gensel just tearing it up all series. The kid's a monster in the playoffs. Gets 4 goals in the clinching game for the Penguins, and pretty sure he was a rookie their first cup.
Yeah.
So now he's just disgusting. Every year they make it to the playoffs. His regular season, he's just kind of gets by, and then yeah, he just tears it up in the playoffs, which I feel like he's kind of learned from Crosby in a way, because I mean, watching Crosby nowadays, like during the regular season, like he gets by, he makes sure that makes it to the playoffs, and then he just becomes a whole other monster once the playoffs start.
His playoff
kind of like, I don't care whatever record I have, I just want to win as many cups as I possibly can.
Jake Ensel's 23 years old. His playoff career stats: 31 games, 19 goals, 15 assists. This year he's 6 games, 6 goals, 7 assists.
How did you guys feel about the non-tripping call on the tank? That led to Gensel's
fourth,
third or fourth?
I'm still like up in the air about it because watching it, like Letang got all puck first, but at the same time he tripped Couturier. But then at the same time, Couturier made it look way, way worse than it actually was.
I feel like he would not have gone down had he not tried to like jump over his stick like it was fucking hopscotch.
I think he would have gone down, but it wouldn't have been so dramatic. And there was already 2 embellishment calls that game, I think. So, I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird one.
But also, just talking about Couturier.
Oh.
Fucking playing after Radko Gudas.
Fucking
numbskull. God. Tears Couturier's MCL. Kid goes out there and puts up 5 points, 3 goals, 2 assists. And they still get smoked in Philly in Game 6. My God, dude! Like, what else can you ask from the kid?
And what he did in the second period for his second goal, how he was able to maneuver in such a tight space, was able to fit it underneath Murray in the 5-hole. That was filthy.
And he was named one of the Selke finalists.
Yeah. Probably should have been. He went pretty much under the radar all year long.
I mean, I feel like everybody on Philly is going to go under the radar.
I wouldn't say he went under the radar.
Jarom and Voracek and Gostisbehere.
Maybe.
You don't really think about Couturier.
But
this year he was having a career year this year. I think he kind of like this was his year. Like everybody, here I am. Watch out for me from now on.
Yeah. Good for him, too, because, I mean, he definitely made an impact in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, without it, my Flyers lose half their goals. So maybe I should save this question for after we talk about Game 7 for Bruins and Maple Leafs, but what's been the most disappointing series so far?
Most disappointing?
I think it goes back to Anaheim and San Jose.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe Anaheim. I mean, I couldn't be happier about
Oh my God,
it.
yeah.
But at the same time, like, come on.
It was for
you can make a case for Winnipeg, Minnesota too, because Minnesota just rolled over and took that one right up the butt.
Yeah, but at the same time, that was kind of more expected than
Oh
Anaheim,
yeah, absolutely.
So.
But kind of along the same lines as Anaheim in Game 5, they didn't even try.
Two straight shutouts.
Down 4-0 before it was 5 minutes into the hockey game.
Yeah, well, that's Bruce Boudreau for you. So I mean,
sure. And I don't know if you guys saw, but they fired their GM instead of firing Bruce Boudreau.
I was walking past the TV and they were like, "And the Minnesota Wild fired." I was like, "Here it is." And they're like, "GM." I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get that fucking bald-headed fuck out of there." My favorite part, the only thing I like about Bruce Boudreau is every goal against, they zoom in on his face, and he's just got the dumbest fucking look on his face, and it's like, whoa, what did I do wrong?
It's the best when they do the slow zoom, too, where it's just barely moving in on his face, and you can tell that it's getting closer. And it's almost like he's got this impending doom coming down on top of him, and he knows it's coming, but he can't fix it.
Yeah. Whoever's doing the camera in Minnesota, good for you.
Nice job. Nice job. You know what's up. All right, let's talk Leafs Bruins. Game 7.
Ooh.
This is literally 2013 all over again up to this point. Maple Leafs down 3-1. Somehow we're able to bring it back to Game 7 in Boston.
Let's talk about let's just talk about how much now Toronto's playing for too. Like it's just not hockey anymore that they're playing for. They're playing for the city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after the tragic events that happened up in Toronto. I don't know if you guys seen the video of Ron Hainsey. He got interviewed before the game, and it was really cool. He was just saying, the whole team is behind Toronto, and we are thinking about the families and everybody that's been a part of whatever happened. And then he just said, Toronto, we're going to play our absolute hearts out for you. And I was like, oh, melted.
I'm trying to find Marner's comments too. What he said was great too. Here it is. Mitch Marner, when he was asked about it, he goes, "This world is made for loving each other and making each other better. And the things that have been happening this year are unfortunate. We have to stop them somehow, or some way, somehow. It was a big win for us after an emotional day."
Yeah.
I mean,
they definitely felt more pressure than they would have going into Game 6. But I feel like that actually helped them because it was
full sense of urgency, I guess.
Well, not only that, like obviously, like Toronto is one of the biggest hockey hubs in the world right now. But like, there's a different kind of hero role for them, and I think that there was no way that they weren't going to step up and take that role.
Yeah.
And how about the national anthem too before the game?
I was just about to say.
Oh man,
incredible.
Yeah.
There was a video going around of somebody in the stands, I think up in the upper tank somewhere. They were taking a video, and just the fact that everything was silent except for everybody singing "Oh Canada," it was chilling.
Yeah, and that girl who sings the anthem there is like 14 years old.
She's so good.
And she is phenomenal. Yeah, she does such a good job. And not only that, but like she lets that happen more often than not, to where, I mean, she's 14 years old singing in front of Toronto, and she lets people, the whole crowd, sing instead of her. Like,
yeah,
that's really cool of her.
She's a beast for sure.
But so
I don't know. What do you think? What are you thinking?
As long as the Leafs don't go up 4-1, I'm fine.
Which is exactly what they did in Game 5.
Yeah, and they almost blew it. But
I think we need to watch the game we have to watch the game at the bar.
The series, Game 7 at least, because I knew that the Leafs could come back. I mean, Boston dominated a lot of the games, but Toronto's figured out a way to shut down that top line. They've mixed and matched their lines quite a bit. So, I mean, they're doing a really good job. You can see Marchand especially is getting frustrated. Pasta is just trying to do way too much because he was able to get away with it in the first 2 games, and now they're shutting him down, not letting him get those fancy moves in.
Did you guys see Pasta on the bench at one point, like getting like stretched out by just like limp in the trainer's arms?
Yeah,
that was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen.
It was like he was strapped to his stomach like a little baby and was just flopping around.
It was super weird.
But yeah, I mean, Freddie's been a monster for the Leafs. I think he's been playing a lot better than Tuukka, which is like mostly the reason that they're in Game 7.
But Freddie started out the series as a question mark from games 1 to, I would say, 4.
Yeah.
And I think the last 2 games, he's really been.
He's been the best. He's been the best.
He really
player.
has. And I mean, just taking less penalties besides that stupid fuck Roman Polak.
I was going to ask you.
Was the dumbest fucking bonehead move a guy could do. Fucking, you're Game 6. You're up right now. You're about to get a power play to put the Bruins away. Backus elbows Freddie Anderson. Freddie goes down. Whistle blows.
Elbows it accidentally, I might add. I mean, he was attempting to redirect the puck.
Still.
And he was super close to Freddie, but it's still an elbow to the head, whatever.
And fucking the whistle blows. Polak doesn't even know what happens. Sees Backus in the corner, goes after him, and drops the gloves. Like, how dumb can you be? Please, Mike Babcock, do not play this fucker in Game 7 because he's useless. Like, how dumb are you to fucking go do that? I don't even remember what time was left, but I mean, it was
under 5 minutes for sure.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm pretty sure because I thought that it was the dumbest thing because they were going to get a power play with under 5 minutes left.
There wasn't much time left, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. That was just a dumb fucking move. But I mean, the first couple of games, the Leafs stars didn't show up. I mean, Matthews has at least 1 goal now. Marner's got at least 2. Willie just got his first one. So, I mean, and when those 3 score, especially in Toronto, those fans are buzzing. And the whole team just gets fucking going. When Matthews scored, what was it, Game 3? That fucking place erupted. I was like, there's no way they're losing this game if Matthews puts one home. Like, there's no way.
He could have had about 2 first speech in all of the Tombstone.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one play where it was a 2-on-1, and I forget who it was. I think it was Hyman sauced it over to him, and he tried to cut across, and Tuukka made a really fucking nice play. Threw his paddle out there.
I thought somebody had said it. I was like, oh, that should be a penalty. It's a tripping call. And I was like,
that guy's been playing NHL 18 way too much.
Come on.
But I really don't know which way it's going to go for Game 7 because it depends on what Freddie shows up, what Tuukka shows up, and just what. I mean, the Bruins definitely get the advantage with the deciding what line goes out against what.
Yeah.
But Game 5, it didn't work. The Leafs ended up winning Game 5 in Boston. So I mean, it's the Leafs just have to steal one in Boston. I think they can do it.
Well, it should
especially all the momentum going. Don't do that to me.
It should make all Leaf fans
4-1 Leafs. They're gonna fucking shut it down. Fuck 2013. It's over.
It should make all Leaf fans breathe a little easier that Ryan Whitney's picked Boston to win Game 7.
Oh yeah. And he's an idiot. There's no way they lose Game 6. But if they do, there's definitely no way they lose Game 7. Oh, and also, when they were talking about the Columbus-Washington series, I'm sticking to Columbus. I don't change my mind. And we go back to Game 1, the Boston-Toronto series. Why the fuck did I pick Toronto? Boston's going to smoke them. Oh.
Watching
him,
just reading his feed has just been fantastic, and everybody just chirping
Oh, it's hilarious.
That's all you have to go on Twitter for.
Yeah.
Just to read the feed.
It's so funny.
Jarom, what do you think is going to happen in Game 7?
I really want Toronto to pull it off. I really do. I have a feeling. I think it's going to be a 1-goal game, possibly an overtimer.
You can't do that to me. We haven't beat it.
Listen, That's
true.
We have to watch it at the rink bar just to keep Nolly safe.
Yeah.
Make sure he stays cool. But I don't know. It really depends. Like Nolly said, which team shows up for each of them. Like, it's tough.
Best case scenario, both teams.
I'm sorry, you mean best case Ontario?
Yeah, that's what I said. Both teams show up.
Yeah, and it just.
Who do you take?
And it's just one of the best game sevens of all time.
Who do you guys take though?
I want Toronto. I take Toronto.
Up,
yeah, Toronto.
I think Boston being at home, being a little bit deeper than the Leafs.
I don't know if they are though.
That top line is pretty.
It doesn't make them deep though.
Yeah, that's one line. That's one line.
That's one line.
I know, but that top line can do so much.
They have 3 30-goal scorers on one line, while the Leafs have 3 30-goal scorers spread out through 3 lines. Right. Kadri back is huge. He's been amazing since he came back. He's been able to shut guys down, which they definitely need. And I don't know. I mean, I think they've been playing pretty good.
I think if both teams are at their best, though, I think I would take Boston's offense versus Toronto's defense rather than Toronto's offense versus Boston's defense, if that makes sense.
I would take Freddie over Tuukka, though.
Yeah, I'm taking Freddie over Tuukka, especially if Freddie's playing the way he's played game 5 and 6.
Yeah, maybe that, but I think the Boston defense is far superior to Toronto's, especially if they're playing Pollock and Hainsey.
Hainsey hasn't been terrible, but I don't think Bruins' defense is that great. I mean, Chara's medium. I mean, they've McAvoy and Krug, but I don't think that they've done anything special this series to make them seem like they'd be better than anybody else.
I don't know. For the sake of my bracket and for my life at home with Nolly, I want Toronto to win. And if they do win, I think it's going to be something like 4-3, 4-2, maybe with an empty netter. But I think it's probably going to be Boston.
I really hope it's 4-3 just to see that, like, everybody on like all the Toronto fans on Twitter freaking the fuck out. Like, I really hope it's up 4-1 at one point, and then it comes 4-3. And then I'm just glued to Twitter after that, watching like Steve Dangle and everybody else tweet about it.
and me.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic things from 2013 was when they panned to the crowd outside Air Canada Center after Bergeron had scored the game-winning goal. And the crowd was just absolutely deflated. So you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to have 500 million cameras outside Leaf Square.
You bet your bottom dollar there will be a tomorrow. Nailed it.
Oh, man. All right, round 2.
Yeah, that would wrap up round 1 Wednesday, tomorrow night.
And then round 2 begins. Vegas, San Jose. Dice is pissed because we've got men's league on Thursday night. And he can't watch the game. And
have they announced that it's Thursday, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went on NHL today, and there wasn't nothing.
It was later today. It was like later in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think they announced it.
Yeah, well, at least it's not Game 7. It's only Game 1.
Right.
Sure. Vegas, San Jose. It's going to be an interesting one, though. Vegas is 3-0-1 over San Jose, and San Jose is 1-2-1 in the season series. But both teams are flying high after a pretty long break.
Yeah, which doesn't help or hurt either of them because they played both just swept and made it look not easy, but they got through it no problem. And so, I mean, it's a nice little break for both of them, but they're definitely probably looking forward to second round.
I think this is going to be another one of those super low-scoring series because San Jose doesn't give many goals. Vegas doesn't give up many goals. You know, I a bunch of 1-0, 2-1 hockey games again.
Or just Pittsburgh Philly series where they both just score shit ton because they both can score goals.
I love it.
Yeah. Who you guys got in this one?
I think I'm going to take San Jose. I think Vegas, the luck has run out as soon as they catch up to San Jose here. San Jose was dominant against Anaheim. I mean, that's very, very hard to do.
Evander Kane, literally picking up Evander Kane was such an iffy move.
Yeah,
but it's helped tremendously because he's just shutting everything up off the ice and just playing hockey, and he's showing how good of a hockey player he is.
He's been phenomenal for them, for sure. Pavelski looks like just vintage Joe Pavelski doing some stupid things.
Burns is playing well, which he didn't play well the whole season, so that was good to know.
Yeah.
Also, they don't even have Jumbo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Thornton hasn't even been playing.
I know.
But then at the same time, it's like Vegas, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
There's such a
they've
wild
really
card.
been an asterisk all season because you have no idea what's going to go on. And Marc-Andre Fleury is playing like it's fucking 2009. He's getting revenge against the Wings.
I don't understand Vegas. I mean,
nobody does. Nobody understands the Cloud.
It's still like it still just blows my mind the fact that they're even in the playoffs right now. Let alone the fact it still hasn't even hit me that they swept LA.
Yeah, LA's going to come back though. Yeah, so it's like it's hard to go against them because I have been all year and I've been getting proven wrong all year. But I picked them to lose the first round, and I still had the Sharks beating the Kings. So I think that the Sharks are still going to beat the Knights too.
Yeah,
I think it's going to. Yeah, I think it's going to be Sharks.
I'm going with the Sharks just because I think the experience factor is going to play in huge. With Vegas, though, like we kind of said, I think they're going to go as far, though, too, is Marc-Andre takes them. Like, if Fleury can play the way he played that first round, they don't need to do much, you know? They need to just get that one goal and then just be like, all right, take it over, Flower, you know?
The thing is, too, with them, it's just unreal how they can just roll four lines. And they can give trouble to every team. Yeah, every line can be a huge factor in each game.
I think something else to take into effect is the fact that Vegas has home ice advantage here.
Yeah.
So if San Jose wants to close this out, they're probably going to have to do it in 6 games because Game 7 in Vegas would be very, very difficult to win in.
Do you think that they're going to have a Golden Knight and a Shark at center ice battling it out like they did with the King?
I hope so.
I hope they have some guy and a
Sharknado
slither like onto the ice like he's swimming, and just have like the Knight stab him or something like that at center ice. That would be
harpoon him.
Oh my God! From like the 300 level. I love this idea so much.
We should be part of the Golden Knights. We should be part of their PR.
Yes, we should.
Yes, this is a series that I'm not going to be upset with whatever the outcome is. You know, like because
I agree.
Part of me really wants this. You know, I really am pulling for Golden Knights because I just think it's such an awesome story for them.
But at the same time, fuck you. You shouldn't be to this.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like,
I'm happy that they're doing well because like that's amazing for hockey and it's getting fans in the building, which is exactly what the NHL needs, and gets people watching hockey in the South. But also fuck you because I waited, 16 years of my life to see the Hawks win the Cup, and
it's something else I was thinking about too the other day. The Hawks got back in the playoffs in 2009, right? They played Calgary in the first round.
Yeah.
Calgary in the first round. They literally had to go from Chicago all the way to the West Coast.
Yeah.
For the first 2 series, Vegas literally just has to like take 4 steps across, and they're in LA and San Jose.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's how the stupid fucking playoff format is, though.
It's dumb, but at the same time, it helps the Western Conference because, I mean, yeah, you're only going to hop, skip, and jump away for Vegas, but Minnesota, Winnipeg, it's same thing. I mean, it helps, especially for the Western Conference going up against the Eastern Conference, where you literally take trains to away games because they're so fucking close everywhere. We're just kind of going back to the idea of we kind of been talking about here and there about kind of making an MLB format, kind of making it AL versus NL, which would be kind of cool because it kind of fuck everybody over with time-wise, not just Western Conference.
I don't know. I definitely think, not definitely, but my pick is going to be San Jose coming out of here in 6.
6?
6.
I'm not even going to say a game because I'm going to be wrong.
I'm going to say 7.
San Jose in 7.
Yeah.
Not bad. So the other Western Conference.
This is the series I want.
I am fucking stoked about. I've been stoked about this series since I seen it. Was like seeing it the first round. I was like, oh, they're going to play each other second round. And it's very disappointing because this probably should be the Western Conference final.
Yep.
But the Winnipeg Jets versus the Nashville Predators.
Oh my God, this is gonna be fucking great.
It's awesome, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? The Hawks are fucked because these two teams are gonna be so fucking good for so long. And I feel like this is the new battle. Like it's Pittsburgh, Washington every year, but I feel like this is the Western Conference versus Pittsburgh, Washington, because this is the series that everybody's gonna be talking about, and it's gonna just keep happening over and over.
I hope it doesn't become one of those.
No, where one team dominates.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it will. This is gonna be fucking just.
The last time they played each other, that was a fucking great game too.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what the score was.
They're both huge teams. They're both fast. They both can score. They both can play defense. Like, they're both just such good all-around teams. It's going to be so much fun to watch.
The only question will be Hellebuck. Can he hold up and continue doing what he's been doing?
I don't know. I think Pekka can be questionable more than Hellebuck right now.
Looking at round 1, Pekka was
average.
Very average. I mean, I know we said kudos to Colorado before, but they're kind of lucky that they picked Colorado.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all they really had going for them was McKinnon and Landeskog, really.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of Colorado's season.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, now you're putting into effect Blake Wheeler, Mark Scheifele,
Patrick Laine.
Fucking Patrick Laine.
Jakub Trouba. I mean,
Ehlers, Connor.
Tyler Myers, Dustin Byfuglien. He's going to fuck some people up. Like,
we talked about it before. Dustin Byfuglien is on a whole nother level.
He's a monster. He's literally the old foot that the Colorado Avalanche used to have on their shoulders. That's Dustin Byfuglien's foot. He's the fucking, what is it? What is it called?
Sasquatch.
No, not Sasquatch. Abominable Snowman. He's the fucking Abominable Snowman. But yeah, this is the series I've literally, since the playoffs started, that I've been most looking forward to, and I cannot wait. I don't know who's going to win this one.
You know what's great, though, too? The atmosphere. This is one of
those where you're going to have to watch like 3 or 4 games, kind of get a feel on everything.
And you'll still be wrong.
And you'll still be like, I don't know.
But
yeah, I mean, Jarom, do you have any pick on this one?
I'm taking Nashville, but I want Winnipeg. I think the Nashville experience is just gonna what they were able to do last year and having that extra experience. And I think this is gonna be, if Winnipeg doesn't pull out this year with it, they're gonna come back next year and they're gonna be ready just to shit on everybody. But like I'm just so ready just to see the two environments in both stadiums for all these games, because these are two of the most hostile environments to go play a game as an away team, and you're getting into one series.
That's another good point. Like these two fan bases are just insane to play in front of. Like I can't imagine going in and playing against either one of these teams or in front of at home against one of these crowds, because they're just fucking nuts. I mean, the whiteout in Winnipeg and then just the fucking chants that go on in Nashville. It's going to be the best series of the playoffs, I think.
I think so too.
Based on the players and the fan bases. It's just going to be so much fun to watch. The atmospheres are going to be unreal.
If these players aren't jacked to play these games, then they need to quit the game.
You better check your pulse.
Yeah.
But I picked Nashville in my bracket in this series, but I kind of think Winnipeg might pull it out.
So you're switching to Winnipeg?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not changing my bracket, obviously. But
yeah.
I'm thinking Winnipeg might do it after watching those first 2 rounds. I think Nashville has the experience, but Winnipeg is just good.
Yeah, this is another one that I'm not going to be too upset regardless who comes out of it. I would love to see the Jets go more, but you know what? Regardless, whoever wins this series is going to fucking earn it.
Oh, yeah. And being in Nashville, seeing all the Predator stuff everywhere you go, really grinding my gears.
Poets, what about you?
You know what? It's one of those where, for the sake of my bracket and the fact that I put money down on Nashville to win the whole thing, I really want Nashville. But after watching Winnipeg in the first round, it's very possible that Winnipeg pulls this thing out.
So who are you going with?
No, I made that politically correct answer, so I didn't have to do that.
That's not how we do it here. Who are you going with?
Yeah, we keep politics out of this shit.
God damn it. Nashville.
Are you saying the games?
No, not this one.
I hope it goes 7.
It probably will. I mean, who are we kidding?
I hope it does.
Yeah,
I feel like a Game 7 in this series is going to be like Game 7 in Toronto-Boston series.
Let's fucking go.
It's just good old-fashioned fun.
This is where I wish life is like NHL 18. We can just simulate to each game and just forget about no wait period.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. You got?
I said.
Yeah, already. You're the last one to pick.
What's the last one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was taking a video of Maple climbing all over Nolly, and he was trying to keep the phone on his ear. It was pretty hilarious. I lost track of everything.
I nailed it, though, because you guys had no idea.
There was one point where she was very close to stepping on your balls. And Nolly just knocked over like 3 shot glasses.
Why are you taking so many shots, bro?
He's an animal right now.
All right,
we need to move on. Let's go to Washington, Pittsburgh for the 4 millionth time in a row, meeting each other in the second round.
Fun fact, I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter and stuff, but every year that the Penguins have won the Cup, they have gone through the Capitals.
Yeah,
every year.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, fuck you, Washington.
I actually think this is finally the year for Washington.
Why? Because they have no fucking pressure on them?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Because
are you saying that Washington doesn't have
right now.
Any pressure on them?
Oh, no, there's a shit ton of pressure.
There's no fucking pressure on the Caps right now.
Are you kidding me? They have to play the Penguins again in the second round.
And nobody expects them to win because it's the same thing every fucking year. They're like, oh, Pittsburgh's got this. No big deal. Like, it's a wash of a series right now for everyone.
It's self-inflicted pressure.
That's why they have pressure.
It's self-inflicted
pressure. That
makes
zero sense on why they would have pressure. Everybody's looking past them. Zero pressure. They're the underdogs. Zero pressure.
No matter what, that's not the reason I think they're going to win it. I think they're going to win it because they are flying really fucking high right now. 4 in a row over Columbus, 2 on the road.
Not only that,
3 on the road.
Yeah, not only that, but Ovi guaranteeing they'll go home for Game 5 and go home with the series tied.
Yeah. Cold.
Yeah. Hey, Mark Messier, quit calling your shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think that it's going to end up being Washington. I don't know who has home ice here.
Washington.
Yeah, they got...
Because they won the division.
They got first in the division. See, you didn't even know that. No pressure.
I got Washington in 6.
Oh, you're saying games for this one.
Yeah, I'm not saying games. Fuck, no. I sound stupid enough as is. I don't want to fucking throw out games. Caps in 2. Just like last year against the Leafs. I want it to be the Caps here. Like you said, it's inevitable that they're going to take down Goliath, and I want it to happen. But at the same time, it's like I cannot picture it actually happening, like, ever. Like, I just don't think it's ever going to happen. But I mean, I picked the Penguins in my bracket, and I'm going to stick to it. But I'm rooting for the Caps. Yeah, I have Nashville, Pittsburgh. A little reunion from last year. A little Detroit-Pittsburgh action in the 08-09. And I also have the San Jose against Nashville, the battle of the losers, to go against Penguins for their redemption shot. But yeah, I'm going to say Penguins, but I'm rooting for the Caps all the way. Because it'd be neat to see a three-peat, but also not for the Penguins to do it. Yeah. Even though they have Phil.
That's the only reason I'd be happy for a three-peat is just because the Phil.
You mean the thrill-peat?
Yeah, the thrill-peat, baby.
Keep it alive.
Yeah. I'm going Pittsburgh. I think me and Poets were talking about this last week before you came over when we were watching Pittsburgh, Philly. It's like there's so many times that I'm watching and I'm like, there's no way they're going to three-peat. There's no way they can do it. And then it's like playoff Pittsburgh just is a different beast. And
it's like Jake Gensel comes out of nowhere and puts 4 goals in.
It's just
7 minutes of time.
And then you sit there and go, who the fuck is going to stop this team?
Right. Yeah. Like it just they make no sense. Like I mean they do and they don't. It's like there's no reason why this team losing Fleury, like not having that reliable goalie like all season. There was even a question like at one point if they were even going to make the playoffs because when Murray went down, they had nothing to back them up. But
thanks, Niemi.
Yeah, Niemi. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to eventually happen. I think Washington's going to take them. I just think that this Pittsburgh team is so determined to get that three-peat. And
it's not fair how good they are. I mean, the Pittsburgh GM has broken the Cap era.
Yeah.
I mean, no team should ever be able to do this in the Cap era, but they have fucking Gino, Sid, and Phil, and Letang. You lose Fleury, and you get Murray, and you just bring in a revolving door of those unreal AHL guys that just fucking are hungry all the time, which is what the Hawks could have been.
They attempted, but
they were the closest thing until now, and now Pittsburgh is it.
And I vaguely remember talking about it last year during the playoffs. We took a look at Wilkes-Barre's record over the past 10 years or something like that, and they only missed the playoffs once, I think, but they had a winning record each year.
They do a great job. They do a great job drafting.
GM of the century.
Yeah. Him and what's the Nashville GM?
Gabe Coyle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They know how to do this, and they do a great job with it, which it drives me makes me even more angry and dislike Bowman more because it's like there's proof that it can be done, that you don't have to be throwing money at these players, and you build it the right way. But
at the same time, Nashville hasn't won a cup yet, so
yeah, but also Blackhawks won cup based on what Dale Talon started. So,
yeah. All right, one more to go here. Tampa, Boston, or Tampa, Toronto. I think if we're going for an excitement factor, I think Tampa, Boston is probably going to be the more exciting one, just because how they played each other in that last game. There was some serious fucking hate going on with those two. I mean, Tuukka came out swinging at one point.
Tuukka tantrums are great.
Yeah.
God, they're my favorite pastime.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what hockey does to me, especially the playoffs. I don't know anything. I think I know things, but I don't know anything. I feel like Tampa and Boston would be a good series, but at the same time, Tampa Toronto would be just as good of one.
Oh, yeah, it's both gonna be great series. Especially those offenses. Oh man, Kucherov, Stamkos against Matthews, Nylander, Marner. These guys.
Or Bergeron, Marchand, and pasta.
I just don't want to see any more Marchand. I'm so sick of that fucker.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah.
Guy could piss himself and just go lay down, and I'd be happy about it.
He threw a tantrum yesterday during Game 6. There was an offsides play.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly offside. He slammed his stick, and the crowd went wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Nothing gets me happier than seeing shitty people get frustrated and ruin their own game, because it's great, because that's exactly what the Leafs needed them to do against him. So worst case scenario, it's Tampa Boston. Who do you guys got?
Out of Tampa Boston?
Yes.
Well, I'm taking Tampa regardless. Either series, I'm going Tampa.
Weird, because I'm taking Toronto or Boston. Whoever wins. Okay. I just think I think this has been a bigger series than Tampa had against New Jersey, and it's just been like greasier games. It's hard fought games, and everything is earned in this series. And nothing against the Devils, they played the Lightning a lot better than I thought they would, but it's not hard to just shut down Taylor Hall, and there goes their whole team. Tampa's a great team. They have unbelievable depth. Vasilevsky, when he's on, he's probably the best goalie in the league. Their defense is great. They have better Rangers than anybody on the Rangers left. But I don't know. I just think Boston's just a force to be reckoned with. And if Toronto can get past them, I think Toronto can outscore Tampa, especially if Freddie's on. Freddie versus Vaz would be a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. But watching Toronto play Tampa throughout this season, they didn't have a great record against them, but every game that they played Tampa, they easily could have won. Like the last game, I think they were up 2 or 3-0 in Tampa, and they ended up losing it, which is typical Toronto. But I think in a playoff series, you're not losing that.
Lightning, the series with them was Lightning won 2-0. Maple Leafs won 3-4. Lightning won Maple Leafs won 4-3. Lightning won 4-3, and then Lightning won 4-3. So
yeah, that last one they were up either 2 or 3-0.
Yeah, so it was it was close. Yeah, close games.
Yeah, and it's just who can score more, pretty much. Or who can shut down the other team better.
I think that I agree with you too, but I also feel that Tampa, they basically crawled into the playoffs, but I feel that again, it's hard to judge because it was only New Jersey that first round, and like you said, not taking anything from New Jersey. But what I saw with Tampa in that first round was getting back to that dominant force that Tampa can be. And I think that the real test, if they can continue to play like that against Boston or Toronto, then I think that there's no doubt that they're going to come out of that series.
That's definitely a good point. Like you said, they kind of crawled into the playoffs, but they had it locked down for a while,
right?
And then playing a team like New Jersey, kind of helps them get back to their dominant form. So that definitely is a big asset for them that helps them out going into the next round. And sitting at home watching Boston and Toronto shit each other, going to Game 7 is huge.
Yeah, Tampa's owner today, he was asked what he wants to see out of Game 7, and he said he wants to see 4 overtimes with it beating the crap out of each other.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
I love it.
So, okay, so you're taking Boston or Toronto?
Here's the thing real quick about the Tampa New Jersey series. New Jersey gave them all that they can handle. They threw everything in the kitchen sink at Tampa. There were points in the series where New Jersey outshot them 40-something to 20-something, but they were still able to pull out the victory, mostly thanks to Andrei Vasilevsky, who's a huge question mark coming from me going into the playoffs. So Vazzy really kind of turned his shit around after the end of the year.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Vaz, for knocking me out of the playoffs again. That's the main reason I'm not picking them in the second round, because Vaz Lefty shit the bed for me in the playoffs.
So no, I got Tampa coming out of there, no matter who they play.
Yeah, I will say that too about New Jersey, real quick, is that watching them that series, I'm actually excited to see where they go now.
Yeah,
like I was not clearly wasn't expecting them to be in the position that they were this year. But now I'm like, you know what? This can be a team that, can be in the playoffs every year and can actually do something up there. And they got
the next New York Islanders.
And they got cap space, man. They have room to work.
Yeah, I think I've talked about it before. I apologized because I said how dumb it was that Willie Butcher went there.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a great move, because he's playing top 3 minutes as a defenseman, and he's a huge part of their game, and he looks great, and he's definitely helping them.
He definitely
a lot.
Yeah, he definitely would not have gotten that here in Chicago if he signed with us.
No,
he would have got those top line minutes, but he would have not looked good,
right?
Because none of our defense looks good.
Yeah, their cap space too. They have about almost just above $7.5 million in cap space, and that's before whatever it goes up to.
Yeah, but
get yourself a top two line forward there.
Yeah,
nice little scoring forward in your business.
Another defenseman too.
I actually thought they were fine on the back end.
Yeah,
they really lack in scoring up front, unless Nico Hischier can figure something else out.
I think what hurt them that series too.
Back for two straight seasons.
Sammy Vatanen didn't play, right?
Tavares.
Yeah,
Sammy Vatanen missed a couple games, right, in that series too.
Yeah, Coach blew him up.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sticking to my guns and saying Tampa's not going to win next round.
Okay. I was going to say, well, we'll wait till make it official until after tomorrow, but I guess we're all pretty set there.
Yeah. I think that's the only series second round we disagree on, yeah?
No. Poets took Washington. Unless you took Washington, I just misheard you.
No, I took both.
He took LA in that series.
Yeah, I took LA.
And then me and Poets took Nashville, and you took Winnipeg.
I took Winnipeg.
Yeah, so I'm saying we took Nashville.
Yeah, I took Winnipeg, though.
Yeah, so I'm saying we disagreed on that one, too.
He's such a piece of shit.
The only one we agree on is San Jose.
You couldn't see it, but I winked at Poets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. Stick figure Nolly is, doing all right over here.
You better get my beard just right on that thing. Be very upset. Are you going to put a maple in there too?
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
You better.
You have to, and you better make her jaw open when she barks in the background.
I don't have enough time to do that.
But so I'm not sure how long this podcast has gone on.
No, I do have one question that we missed that we had an outline. Conn Smythe for the first round.
Oh yeah, I skipped over that. I think it all depends on what happens in Game 7. If the Leafs pulling out and Freddie plays good, I think you got to give it to Freddie.
Or if Boston pulls it out and that top line just puts up another 20 points, you got to give it to the whole line.
Or
the whole line.
Shots for the whole line.
Yeah, try to fuck the team. I gotta go with the underdog Taylor Hall.
He did good.
There weren't many goals that the Devils had that he didn't have a single point on in that whole series, and he's the reason that they won a game in that series. So I'm gonna say Taylor Hall, and also I just love when guys are unbelievable and they're on shit teams because I root for them big time.
I'm going with Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, it's hard not to think of a goaltender. Fleury was unbelievable. Jones was unbelievable.
Crosby
had 2 shutouts, I think.
I'm looking at the stats right now. Crosby 13 points.
it's hard not to go with Sid with what he did in Philadelphia. I mean, he is broken that city.
Yeah, it's pretty great. He couldn't have been a better city, you know. City of brotherly love. We pissed on Sidney Crosby pictures in urinals, but we're City of brotherly love. Fuck you.
Did you guys see the tweet that was in reference to that?
No.
So Pete Blackburn tweeted out the picture. I think it's Pete Blackburn. Maybe he's like responded to it or something. I don't know. Responded to the picture of Sidney Crosby's face in the urinal, and somebody responded to him saying the only person that can make Philadelphia fans piss themselves is Sidney Crosby.
Oh my God.
I thought that was the funniest thing.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Because honestly, like, yeah, all right, that I guess you could say it's funny, but scumbag move.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on. That's the only way your team will ever piss on Sidney Crosby is when you take a picture of him and pee on it, because he's just going to shit on your team every year.
Maybe they should just put his face in the shitter next time, huh?
Yeah, okay. Do you think he poops?
No, he doesn't have a butthole.
Like, actually, I feel like
he's
too
busy.
Perfect human that doesn't pee or poo.
Yeah,
like he doesn't drink, or like he drinks like the perfect amount every time to where he's like perfectly drunk, and then like he never throws up. He just lays back in his coffin and just crosses his arms and just falls asleep perfectly on his back. Like,
if he poops, I think he poops out Stanley Cup rings.
Gold-plated pieces of shit. It's got to be something special. I'd watch it.
You'd watch him poop?
I'd watch it. I'd watch him poop. As in Sydney.
Oh, this took a weird turn.
I don't know what to do with that information.
I mean, I watch maple poop all the time.
Yeah, this took a weird turn.
But it's funny watching her poop.
Maybe he does the same thing. I don't know. Maybe he's fucked up.
You just go over to Sidney Crosby's house and sit out in the front lawn.
Yeah. Said doggy pee pads everywhere. Where are we at? Why
are we here? Why are we?
We gotta
here?
get the viewers somehow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry to have to end like that, folks. I don't know what happened.
Or you're welcome.
I don't think so.
Or is the floor on the shit?
Okay, Jarom, do you have anything else?
Nope. Let's just go Leafs go, and I hate you, Nolly, for getting me.
Go Leafs go.
I hate that you got me to love this team, because I was looking forward to a nice stress-free playoff experience with no Hawks, and no,
there's never stress-free.
No,
never gonna happen.
No. So go Leafs go. Fuck you, Marshall.
Yeah.
Go Leafs go.
We'll see.
Can we end this one with their victory song?
Yeah, I'll toss it in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
do that.
We'll do that.
Fucking right.
That's a good one.
It's a doozy.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is episode 35, the Esposito.
Tony. Did you just say oh?
I said Tony O.
Oh, I said Tony. You go, oh. All right, I'm
There's
going.
a little delay in the
done.
background.
All right, I'm leaving.
For Poetzy, Nolly, and Jarom, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll talk to you later.